What are the world central banks doing? It's complicated, really complicated. They're doing what politicians can't or won't do. They're making sure that there's money flowing between Europe's banks. They're lowering prices on dollar liquidity swaps. What's a swap? A swap is when the Fed provides dollars to a foreign central bank and then gets foreign currency in return. Those swaps and arrangements like them are the lifeblood of short-term operations for banks. Why now? Because those swaps between the banks were getting more expensive and a credit freeze was looking more and more likely. Since May, the cost for European banks to borrow dollars from other European banks has been skyrocketing. It's been more expensive to get access to dollar funding. And now it's at levels not seen since Lehman Brothers collapsed in late 2008. It's causing a lot of concern in global markets. We all remember what happened after Lehman Brothers collapsed. A credit freeze that closed factories, killed business, and wiped out millions of jobs around the world. So the Federal Reserve here in the U.S., the central banks of England, Japan, Switzerland, and Canada, they want to keep the money flowing so that households can borrow, companies can pay their bills, and you can get paid at work. You know, another player in here in a separate move was China. China loosened bank rules there to keep money flowing as well. At about the same time, the ECB and the Fed and all these other central banks around the world announced their move. So some are wondering if all of this is a worldwide coordinated effort to keep Europe afloat here. Now, all this is good news, of course, a very positive action in a still pretty negative and dangerous situation in the credit markets. The underlying problems are still there, make no mistake. Those problems are an escalating sovereign debt crisis in Europe. That threatens to tear apart the Eurozone. Europe basically is still on the brink, and there's pretty much very little time to fix it before borrowing costs rise more, the credit markets potentially lock up, then you'd have stock markets buckling and companies couldn't get funding to do anything.